friends, this is Diana here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to give you my top tips and tricks on how you can start making money fast on Fiverr as a freelancer. So let's not waste time and jump right into it. First thing is understanding Fiverr's SEO, and yes, Fiverr has SEO just like Google and YouTube. Fiverr only makes money when you're making money. They are not charging you for posting any gigs, but they do charge you 20% commission every time you sell your service. So they are interested in having good sellers and good services on their platform because that's the only way they're making money. Now keep that in mind when you are posting your gig on Fiverr because that's really important. Tip number one is to offer a service that has high demand on the platform. So when I first started out, I offered my services as a virtual assistant and I had 0 orders. I had about 12 views and no clicks on my gig. And that's because there was no demand for that. And if you search virtual assistant on Fiverr, you're still gonna see the first gig that ranks that's number 1 has 30 something reviews. And that's nothing on Fiverr. It means there's really not that much demand and it means that they don't really sell that much. So things changed for me when I did my research and I understood what the market needs, and that was virtual assistants for e-commerce. There's new online stores popping up and we know e-commerce is big and it's only getting bigger. So I posted a gig offering my services as a virtual assistant for e-commerce, and that's when the whole thing took off. And that gig was a bit of an accident. I didn't exactly know what I was doing, but I started analyzing what I did right and I understood how I can do that again. I can replicate that success of my gig, and I can actually make every one of my gigs a bestseller and ranking first page on Fiverr search. Tip number 2 is to make a video for your gig. Now I don't know exactly why, but Fiverr loves videos in their gigs. And they're converting better. You get more clicks on it, you get more orders, and people, I think, just seeing a face and just hearing you, the way you talk and your attitude, they kind of get impression of what you like as a person and whether they want to work with you or not. And I think this is really important to say because I heard a lot of advices saying, if you're new, if you don't have experience, start with a $5 gig. That is the worst advice that you could listen to. Don't do it. And $5 gigs are not worth it. Are not worth it for you and are not worth it for Fiverr. Let's get back to the first thing that I said when I started the video. Fiverr is a business and you have to think of it from the owner's perspective. So they're making 20% commission of everything that you sell. If you sell $5 gigs, they're only making 20% of $5. That's $1. So Fiverr only makes $1 when you are selling your gig for $5. They're not really interested in pushing your gig higher in the ranking because they're not making that much money off of you as a seller. So what you can do to really improve the ranking, and that's one of the most important things you need to know here. Let's say that you are selling a pack for $400. That's $80 that Fiverr makes profit off of you as a seller. That's a lot of money for them. So of course they want your gig to rank higher, so you sell more of it, so they can get the commission off of you and they can make more money. As I was saying, it's not worth it for Fiverr, and I explained why, but it's also not worth it for you. So you are being paid for the service that you're offering. Let's say you're a graphic designer and you're designing Instagram posts for someone. You are only being paid for the time that you're actually designing, but you're not being paid for the time you're taking to reply to their messages, to understand their requirements, to talk to them, to really get to know their business and what they need from you so you can provide a good service for them. The more clients you have, the more customer service you have to do. do, the more messages you have to answer, and that is really time consuming. Tip number 4 is to bring as many people from outside the platform on the Fiverr website. And they love that. They love when you bring new clients from outside who don't have an account yet, because they're helping them build a bigger platform with more buyers and more sellers and making more money. Basically, Fiverr is a business. I'm gonna keep saying that during this video. So after you make your gig and after you post it, share it on all of your social media accounts. Share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, share it on Pinterest, share it on TikTok, share it on every single platform that you're in. Direct message it to your mom, to your best friend, to your boyfriend, all of your friends, and make sure you have as many views on the gig as possible in the first couple of days after you post it. Don't wait for someone to buy your order. You have to be proactive about it. You need to get that first order fast in the first couple of days after posting. So you really need to hustle to get that client. Join Facebook groups that are for people interested in the services that you're offering. So if you're doing anything related to e-commerce, try to sometimes you can buy a course and join the Facebook group, or sometimes you can just have to request from the admin to let you in the group, and make sure to read the rules. Sometimes they say you can self-promote your services every Tuesday or once a month or never. And if that's the case, just don't do it. Just wait until someone posts something like, hey, I need help with my Instagram account, I need help with my online store, can you recommend someone? And it's okay to comment on and say, here's who I am, here's what I do, here's what I can offer, check out my Fiverr. Tip number 5 is get your first 5 stars review as fast as you can. So after you have your first client, you have your first order, you have to make sure they are satisfied with the service that you offered and they give you a 5-star review, also with a nice comment saying how professional and how great you were. So go the extra mile, ask them if they're satisfied with the service you provided. If not, make sure you do it again, even if it's more work for you, even if they're not right and you did everything you could. If they ask you to change anything, just do it. You really need that 5-star review, and that's going to help you so much with the SEO because it sends a clear message. You delivered a good work and the client was satisfied, and as I said, Fiverr is really interested in having high quality sellers and really high quality services on their platform. Tip number 7, and a really important one, because this is going to change the game really. So I didn't realize this until I had my first bestseller gig, and I was picked as a rising star, and I had a lot of views and I had a lot of orders, and I finally started making really good money on Fiverr. But reselling to the same buyer is going to help your gig so much, and it's going to help you rank number 1 on Fiverr search. And it's pretty clear, I think, why that happens. Any business owner knows that it's actually easier and most cost effective to have a returning customer than to acquire a new one. And that's what Fiverr wants to do. They love when people repurchase your gig because they're already on the platform and they're buying more, so they're getting more commissions and they're making more money. But it also means that if someone bought from you, they left the 5-star reviews and they're buying again, it means that your service is really good, is high quality, you're professional, and you're a good seller. And as I said, Fiverr rewards good sellers, and they want to have more of them on the platform, and they will rank you as number 1, or at least in the first page, and you're gonna get a lot more views, you're gonna get a lot more attention, and you're gonna get way more clients and make more money. So that's all from me today, guys. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Next week I'm doing a video all about how you can choose your perfect niche, and I'm gonna talk in depth about high demand niches on Fiverr. So if you don't want to miss that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!